Welcome to another video in our channel, Literary Analysis. This week we will highlight a female author, Edith Wharton. We will be talking about probably her most famous work, The Age of Innocence, and how it is rooted in one of the most popular literary currents of the early 1900s, realism. But before we get into all of that, let's take a look at Edith's life.
Edith Wharton was an American author best known for her stories and novels about the upper-class society she was born in. She was born January 24, 1862 in New York. Her major literary model was Henry James, whom she knew, and her work reveals James' concern for artistic form and ethical issues. Wharton first began writing poems and stories for magazines. Her first known publication was a poem titled Only a Child, which appeared in Scrivener's magazine in 1880 when she was just 17 years old. Her writing career blossomed, particularly after her divorce, as she began writing for women's magazines and exploring themes of societal pressures and individual freedom in her work.
Edith also published non-fiction works on architecture, gardens, interior design, and travel, showing her interest in other forms of art and her talent as a tastemaker. Her first novel, which is called The Valley of Decision, was published in 1902. And throughout her career, she achieved critical success, even winning a Pulitzer Prize for The Age of Innocence. Wharton's work continues to be celebrated for its realistic portrayal of the Gilded Age, its exploration of social conventions, and its insightful observations of human nature.
The three most notable works. The first one is The House of Mirth. The second, The Custom of the Country. And the third, The Age of Innocence. The House of Mirth. It is a sharp, brutal, and destructive tragedy that tells the story of Lily Bart, a well-born but impoverished woman belonging to New York City's high society in the 1980s. The House of Mirth traces Lily's slow 2-year social descent from privilege to a lonely existence on the margins of society. In the words of one scholar, Wharton uses Lily as an attack on an irresponsible, grasping, and morally corrupt upper class.
The Custom of the Country. In this satirical novel, Undine Spragg, a young woman from the Midwest, ambitiously climbs the social ladder in New York and Europe. Obsessed with status and luxury, she manipulates marriage and wealth to her advantage. Wharton exposes the shallowness of consumer culture, the decline of aristocratic values, and the aggressive rise of capitalism. The novel blends realism and satire, with a biting portrayal of American society. The Age of Innocence. It tells the story of Newland Archer, a young New York lawyer who finds himself torn between his engagement to the socially perfect May Wieland and his attraction to her cousin, the more adventurous and independent Countess Ellen Olenska.
The Age of Innocence reflects realistic features through its depiction of late 19th century New York society, and its focus is on these points. The novel vividly portrays the social life of elite New York society, focusing on marriage, social gatherings, and the importance of maintaining a certain image. Characters like Newland Archer and May Wieland are deeply influenced by the expectations of their social circle. The story showcases the strict moral codes and expectations that govern behavior within the society, particularly regarding marriage, gender roles, and appropriate conduct. Characters' actions and decisions are often shaped by the desire to conform to these expectations.
The novel explores the internal conflicts and struggles faced by individuals within this rigid social structure. Newland Archer's attraction to Ellen Olenska, for example, highlights the tension between societal expectations and personal desires. The characters are portrayed with complexity and depth, reflecting the nuances of human behavior and relationships within the social context. May Welland's portrayal, for instance, captures the limitations and complexities of a woman's role in a society that values innocence above all else.
In conclusion, The Age of Innocence is a unique work with its mix of modernist and realist elements, providing a window into a particular lifestyle of the past and the struggles that came with it. While that era has already passed, some of its messages are still relevant to a modern audience, which can be exemplified by its film adaptation shown on screen, which was released in 1993. That would be all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe to see more like this. Thank you.